I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Friday, January the 30th with news from Arkansas. It's quiet in Little Rock today. The legislature's not meeting. Things are going so quickly they can still take Friday off. They finished the week making huge progress on an easy renewal of the private option expansion of Medicaid and with a major income tax bill. I think it's possible those two giant issues will be solved with little controversy next week, which might mean for a short legislative session overall. The less they meet, the better off the citizens of Arkansas are. The big news today was an important meeting of the Independent Citizens Commission that is going to recommend pay, actually set pay, for state legislators, statewide officials, and judges. They made their final set of recommendations today. They won't formalize them until Monday, and then there's going to be a period for public comment after that. But we got an idea of the shape of where pay is going to go, and they get the last word on pay. Significant change today for legislators who now make about $15,800 a year. The commission thinks they should be paid $39,400, 250% more. That sounds pretty big, but this will come in return for them giving up a $14,400 a year home expense allowance, which has been subject of great abuse and really has just been a pay supplement for many that hasn't been paid in return for legitimate expenses. They'll also continue to get per diem expenses, which they draw about on average $8,000 a year. In the end, this pay plan will make them legitimately paid in the $40,000 to $48,000 range, but with somewhat less questions about the ways in which they get paid. That might have been a little bit higher than some would have gone, but it sets the pay above the median family income and at a level that some hope will make more people run for office. We shall see. The governor would make $130,000. Statewide officers would make $85,000 to $95,000. The attorney general would make $130,000. Judges are going to get big pay raises, 7 to 15% in some cases. Circuit judges, for example, would be moved up to $160,000 a year. That's a pretty good paycheck in Arkansas. Elsewhere, Brett Powell, who's currently an official at Ouachita Baptist, is going to be the new director of the Arkansas Department of Higher Education. I'm checking news, too, that a former legislator, Ann Clemmer, who ran for Congress, is going to get a big job in the Department of Higher Education. Sometimes it's better to lose a race than to win one when there's a good state job on the other end of the side. Interesting story on the blog this morning about legislation by Jeremy Hutchinson, a senator, that would require a $25,000 permit application fee to get a liquor permit. Now, you get most of the money back if you were successful. $21,000 of it back. Some people think this is a bar to poor people making applications for liquor licenses. He covers parts of Saline County where there's big business in new liquor licenses thanks to a recent wet election. He says no, there are none of his clients in on this, just interested constituents. Well, isn't that always the way it goes? The state police have arrested 2 men from Pine Bluff in the Sunday morning slaying of a convenience store operator in Arkadelphia. They're looking for a third suspect. Nice news from the Little Rock Zoo. Take a look at our picture of a pair of maned wolf cubs, an endangered species from South America that have been successfully bred in Little Rock. Cute little tykes. They've got room to grow. Finally, Mitt Romney dropped out of the presidential race. Not too surprising, the reaction to his trial balloons had been something less than exciting. I kind of wonder if the same thing might happen to Mike Huckabee. He's been undergoing a pretty bad line of media reception for his outrageous comments, although perhaps he understands the Republican primary voter and might like his sexist and anti-Islamic and anti-woman and other comments, might find them just what they want in a presidential candidate. We'll see over the months ahead. I want to say goodbye to Patrick Jones, my creative producer. I wish we could turn the camera on him. He's been producing these highly amusing shows here for several months. He's moving off into the free world, leaving us behind, and we wish him well. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back next week.